Is the smoke gonna fuck up the camera, or we good? All right, tight. I was born in the Bay Area. I was born in Oakland and lived around the Bay Area my young life, and then I moved to Atlanta and really grew up like East Atlanta, you know. Got older in East Atlanta. My upbringing was cool. I mean, I got a bunch of brothers and sisters, but they just by my dad, so I don't really see them like that. I don't really fuck with my dad, and a lot of my people is like not around, but like I'm cool with my mom. Me and my mom is tight. I don't know, I played sports and shit, just regular kid shit. Played sports, hella energy, you know. Didn't really have too much money growing up, but it never really fazed me. Like it wasn't like, we were broke, but we weren't like poor, you know? Like I still had food and shit. Early, funny thing is, I got into rap after other music. Early, I was listening to shit like reggae, like a lot of Bob Marley, like Peter Tosh and shit like that. And then like rock, like a lot of rock shit. My first CD ever was a Hendrix CD. It wasn't even some rap shit. Yeah, I love all music. A lot of people think I only listen to rap, but I love like all music, you know. Hendrix is just free flowing, you know what I'm saying? It's expression, that shit's fire. When I was in school, I used to skip school a lot. I never really went there. I'm smart, but I just never really fucked with school. So I didn't really get in too much trouble, but I was just never there. Like always skipping class or like just never in that bitch. I got into skating maybe like 12 or 13. My older stepbrother had like stole this kid's board from down the street and brought it back like, yo, this shit is tight. And then we just like started fucking around on that one day, and then I left it alone, and like a couple months later, I remember my birthday, I had just enough money, like $100 or something, to buy like a complete off like CCS, and then I ordered that shit, and it's been on it every day since. Skating, early, I was in really just all around Atlanta. I skated in California or something, but like mostly grown up skating, just Atlanta really, like all the skate parks around there. East Atlanta, like a bunch of spots around downtown Atlanta. I actually met Germ at the skate park. Me and Germ met at the skate park. Favorite rapper skaters, most respect, Germ. Me and Germ off top. No disrespect, but we're the best, like rapper skaters. But I love everybody who skates because it's a love. I don't judge nobody. Like if you like to skate, that's you. Like Rich the Kid is sick. My homies actually who I skate with back home in Atlanta, actually grew up skating with him when he was a kid. Rich is sick, Tokyo's sick, Made in Tokyo, he's sick. I met him through, he just like randomly one day was like, yo, I skate too. Made in Tokyo's sick, Wayne is sick, a lot of people. If you skate and you rap, you're sick to me, period, like I fuck with you. Oh, I met Skies through skating too. Worst injury, skating. When I was in high school, I tore like 3 ligaments in my ankle, and I was in a wheelchair and all that shit. I had to go to physical therapy. I was like, if y'all know skating, I was trying to like front blunt this like 5-6 stair hubba, and I did it, and the filmer ain't catch it, so I had to go back and do it again, and then fucked up. Rolled my shit, like had to be on wheelchair, crutches, everything. When I first got interested in clothing was kind of later. Like I always liked to dress sick, I always liked being fly and shit, but I didn't want to make clothes or anything until like right before I did the brand. Like I found out I could do it myself, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that shit. The brand actually started because me and Germ were kicking it all the time, and he used to make merch for like rap shit. He was making merch. And that was the first person I'd seen make money off clothes. He made like a couple bands in like a month, and I was mind blown because coming from having nothing, I'm like, yo, this is fucking crazy. So I'm like, damn, I want to do it. And I want to do like a skate brand because skate is what I love. And then I sat down and thought for like, it took me 3 days to come up with the name, just smoking mad weed, just trying to meditate on it. And then I knew I wanted Gnar or gnarly in the name, and Gnarcotic came about, you know. Gnarcotic, G-N-A-R-C-O-T-I-C, means to me, it's like an addiction to the streets, you know. It's an addiction to whatever you love. To me, it's skating. And anybody who skates knows the feeling of like, once you do it, it's like, fuck, I gotta do it. It's like a fix. And I feel like it's the same for most extreme sports, like BMX. Like once you start, you just do it forever. You know, there's people who are like 50 and 60 skating and BMXing and shit, because this shit's addicting, you know. When I first started selling clothes, it was just off Twitter. I'd been on Twitter maybe a few months or something, or a year before. So Like I knew a couple people and then just started selling clothes through Twitter, made a website and everything. Made the website myself and just started like that. I was probably like 17 or 18. Early my brand first got out there just through skating, knowing skaters and shit. And I've always known people around Atlanta. I used to sell a bunch of drugs and shit and go to parties, so you know everybody through that. And it got out through that, and then on a bigger scale, like my homies Puya and Fat Nick, who I've just known for a minute through whatever really, they started rocking the shit, and then all the other homies, and I just hang around a bunch of people who make music, like not even like clout chasing or something, like all my friends just in my circle happen to be rappers, you know, and artists, and so I make shit that I feel is sick and I want to wear, and then from that people want it too. Big exposure for the brand early. Me and Rob Banks did a collab maybe like 2 years ago that went really good, like a year and a half ago. It's like hoodies and shirts that say "I think I might be happy" in like this embroidered multicolored font. That was big. And then my brand got rolling after that. Tri-camo shit all came out. Photo shoot with Yachty, like a level, and then the Suicide Boys collab was another level. Like it just goes in levels, like different achievements and like more people fucking with it. It comes in waves, you know. Favorite item I made back in the day, I did like these hockey jerseys like early, and they had like this cutout canvas thing on it with like this Reaper face printed on it, and then in the back it said Gnarcotic 666, and that shit was a few years ago. And then I only made like 10 of them, but then Fat Nick wore it in a music video, and everybody had asked about that for like a year after. But that's probably my favorite early thing. Yeah, I was the first one to do multicolored camo shit. Not any multicolored camo, cause like Bape did cut and sew camo. Like I'm not claiming I didn't invent camo. I didn't even invent cutting and sewing camo. But the tri-camo pant, I completely invented that. Like anybody doing anything really close to that was inspired by me or the wave I started 100%. Yeah, I kind of say no to most things. I'm shitty with emails, so if people offer me shit for the brand, it's usually through email. And I don't really give a fuck about that shit, so I'm bad at responding. Like people be trying to put shit in stores and do shit like that, but like I just fuck with the people who fuck with me and my fans and supporters and shit, so I feel like I don't really need that shit. And I don't know, I guess my lane, my image, like what I fuck with is more street, so I don't even need like mainstream stores or shit like that to carry it. I've been wanting to rap for a minute, and like I learned how to make music. I didn't just start rapping, but I just started putting out music. Like people are like, man, how did it catch on fast? But like all my friends are artists, so I see how it goes, and then I like making music, but I was too busy with the brand to ever put anything out. But I got a distribution deal a few months ago, so they do all the shipping and customer emails and shit for me. And since I got that was maybe like 4 or 5 months ago, I was able to start putting out music like I wanted to. And that's when I dropped Rihanna Thick, which is actually my first like song I ever put out like fully. I wasn't really working on music for that long before I put shit out. Like not on music I was going to drop. Like I learned how to make music and I was fucking around. But before I dropped anything, I only took music serious for maybe a month or two before I put out Rihanna Thick. Made that shit in the studio one day, was like, all right, I feel like this is the right one to put out. And then it was like, put that out and got the ball rolling. And then been recording like every day since I dropped that shit. My 3 favorite songs I have out, Ride with the Five. I say Ride with the Five, Rihanna Thick, and Juice. Juice is a song I just dropped like 2 days ago and it's doing really good. My bro Scrim from Suicide Boys made the beat and that shit's just insane. It's crazy. Yeah, Shake, Big Shake, Shameless Money Gang. I met Shake well, I think just through Germ and going to my homie Trap's crib, Trapzilla's. He has a house, everybody's always there. If you know, you know. Yeah, I met Shake just being with Trapzilla's, being with Germ and shit, and he was just always around. He's cool, good energy. I fuck with him. Oh, that day we smoked weed in the store and poured up juice and shit. We were just already at the gas station, and I was like, man, let's just do some funny shit. Like, I feel like people gotta enjoy their lives more. I kind of do shit to make people see like it's not that serious, you know? With anything I do, I never hurt anybody. Like any video I've ever made, anything I do, I never hurt anybody or like harm anybody in anything. So I was like, let's just do some fun shit. And I already had a blunt I was about to smoke, and I was a joint. I had a joint I was about to smoke, and then me and Shake walked in the store, like lit up a joint and like poured us a lean and shit. But the dude behind the counter didn't give a fuck. Like, I paid for the soda when I walk in. If you look at the video, I slide the money. Started drinking lean a few years ago. I've never been crazy, like, I don't drink lean every day. Like, it's fun to relax and shit for me and like calm my brain. Sometimes I'll sip a little lean in the studio. But I've been sipping lean like 4 years maybe. But I'm not the type to sip every day. Like, I try to keep shit in moderation, and I feel like people should, you know. Shit can get out of hand. Having a girlfriend's sick. I mean, I like it because I did all that crazy, like, fucking hella hoes shit and all that shit when I was younger. Like, I was wild. Like, you can ask anybody about me, I was fucking wild when I was younger. But now that I'm more focused, because I run a whole ass clothing brand and I make music, I don't got time to fuck with hella bitches and shit. Like, my girl's cool, we kick it, she fly as shit, and that's really why I fuck with her. Like, it's easy, you know. Clothing lines that I really respect, I really fuck with FTP, obviously my bro Zach. Love FTP, everything he's done with it. Zach is the best dude. I'm with him all the time, really. We relate because we both do the clothing shit and know all that shit, like Zach. I fuck with Foul Play, Adam does. Foul Play is sick. The Suicide Boys shit is really sick. It's like a line, it's like merch, but G59 as a whole thing is fire. Like, they do crazy. I fuck with Bape. Not new Bape as much, but I go through like Bape archives and look at old Bape, and he goes so crazy. I don't fuck with too much shit. I don't hate on anything. I love anybody doing shit, but personally I say like FTP and Foul Play are my favorites. And Felt too. Felt is sick. My favorite shoes, really I just wore skate shoes my whole life, or like regular shoes or skate shoes, until I started getting money like a year or two ago. And once I started getting money, I started buying just all type of shit that I never had, like Jordans, like designer shoes and shit, but I still love just Vans and like Nike Blazers. I love skating, and like when I go skate, like Nike SBs, the Blazers is fire. Vans old schools is fire. Gnarcotic shoes, also fire. Them shits drop in like a month. They'll be sick. DGK collab, they had hit me up. The brand manager, the old brand manager, Nick Lockman, hit me up. He's sick. He was like, yo, hit me up on the Gnarcotic page. Like, yo, what's up? Like, through the DGK shit, like, yo, what's up? I fuck with you. Like, a lot of people think it's a whole thing. They be like, yo, I fuck with y'all, not knowing it's just me running the shit. But hit me up like, yo, I fuck with that shit. Like, we would love to do some shit with you. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And they gave me creative freedom, let me design the whole thing. It came out the way I wanted to. Like, it was sick. Like, those boards are fire, pants is fire, everything. And we've been sitting on it. It just dropped in December, but we've had that done since like May or July or something. So I had to keep quiet about that for a minute. Jewelry, I love jewelry. It's like self-expression. It lets people see you're doing good, you know. It's like a trophy. You buy a new chain, you get a new bracelet or something. It's like, it's just instant confidence. It's a trophy to yourself. It's drip, you know, it's everything. But you can do it, you can not do it. You don't have to have jewelry. Like, it's whatever. Like, I personally like buying the shit, getting new ice and shit, but if you don't want it, like, that's on you too. It's all good. The bullet flip, yeah. That clip, I seen a couple people do it on Instagram. I seen a couple people do it, like, I seen a gun page do it, and then this kid I fuck with, 10 cell phones, he be having dumb sticks. I seen him do it, and I was like, oh, it's lit. And so I just like, I feel like mine went crazy just because I did it so high, like off my Glock, a little baby 40, big 40 cal bullet, flipped it, and it went like a foot in the air, and just like Jordan spun like into the thing, landed, history. It's Lil Gnar, there's no jumper right here, coming at your face.
I'm ballin' like an LP, but got no jumper. I'm ballin' like an LP, but got no